Hey everyone, this is Scott from Forgot to Grow Up. Welcome to another edition of ReWatching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Today I'm talking about Chapter 10, The Witching Hour. So yeah, I just finished rewatching this episode of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the season finale, season finale of this first season. And I really thought they did a great job ending this off, even though we technically have one more episode because they gave us a little bonus one with the Christmas episode. But Christmas episodes don't always count in a season, so I'm going to say this is the season finale, even though they don't call it a season, they call it a part. That has really nothing to do with anything. But the point is, I just finished rewatching this episode, and I really enjoyed this. I thought they did a great job closing off this season. Upon the rewatch, I enjoyed it particularly because you get to see all these little things that happen. There's I noticed at one point that Hilda's boyfriend, Doctor what's his name, had his eyes change at one point, and it's like, oh snap, and we got the baby girl who's now with Zelda, and there's all these little things that you get on the rewatch. But overall, yes, I still enjoyed this episode. Some of the parts I enjoyed about this episode in particular was Roz and Susie finally confronting Sabrina about the fact that she's a witch, and them kind of finding out, and then this episode ending with them not really being as close of friends anymore because Sabrina's kind of had to go a little dark in order to save the town from the 13, which was brought on by Madame Hydra. There's a whole lot of stuff that happens in this episode, which is why I really enjoyed it, because I like a season finale that kind of wraps up things, gives you a bunch to enjoy. It was one of the longest episodes of this season, only by a couple minutes, but still, it was still really enjoyable. I enjoyed that. But some of the other things I enjoyed, I did enjoy the 13. I like that concept of just bringing back these 13 witches that were part of the lore and that we'd already kind of been foreshadowed earlier in the season, which I'd forgotten about. So that was a nice way to kind of round off this season with that as the enemy, and them calling upon the Angel of Death, and then having to save the town, and that being what drives Sabrina to have to sign the Book of the Beast in order to have enough power in order to stop the 13 in order to save the town. So I just thought they did a really great job with this, and upon rewatching it, I still enjoyed it. But yeah, some of the other things I like was we see at one point Susie stands up to one of the 13, which I thought was just a cool little scene. It's probably one of my favorite scenes with Susie through the whole season, especially on this rewatch, that I enjoyed. Another thing I like was Zelda actually wanting to protect the town, and everyone being surprised about it because, well, Zelda isn't normally one for wanting to help the mortals, as she calls them, us human folk, us non-magic folk. The Harry Potter people call us muggles. But yeah, so the fact that she was the one who was like, no, we're going to stay and protect the town. We just need to be able to get them all in one place. I just really enjoyed that part. I like that she's kind of growing. She's still got the rough side, you know. She's the, I don't want to say the mean sister, or the mean aunt, but she's the tough aunt. That's the way. That's a nice way to put it. She's the tough aunt. So I like that she's kind of softening up a little bit with, being like, yes, let's protect the mortals. Let's save the town, not let them go through this thing that was caused by witches in a sense. So I like that little aspect that we got. Another thing we get in this episode was Hilda telling Zelda that she wants to have her own room at the very end of this episode, which kind of ends with that. We get a little more in that next episode, which I'll talk about in that next episode, the holiday special. But yeah, that was just a little interesting thing to throw in, that they're kind of adapting, just a little bit more kind of drama, a little more tension to throw in between them, especially with Zelda having brought home Father Blackwood's baby girl, who Zelda didn't feel would be safe with Father Blackwood, which seemed pretty right when you see a little scene of Father Blackwood in his boys club, and they're all like, calls his kid Judas. That's, in a show about Satan and stuff, I feel like that's gotta mean something. So yeah, that was just an interesting thing to add in there. But yeah, overall I enjoyed this episode, which I've said a bunch of times. It's hard to always remember what I want to say. But yeah, I just enjoyed the way that we end off this season with Sabrina kind of, her hair changing, and that kind of symbolizing the fact that she has changed. She's kind of embraced, she's embraced the dark side a little bit more. Well, she's seen the dark side in her a little bit more, and she's kind of, I don't want to say necessarily embracing it, but that's what it seems to be in what's going to be happening in this second part of the second season. But yeah, that's all my thoughts for this episode of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I'm sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought of this season finale, what you thought of this first season overall, and if you'll be checking out the second season. Thanks again for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and have a good one.